Hello and welcome to Driving with Todd. I'm Todd. So I had gotten a request. I actually got a request from somebody for a song. Not actually a song, but a group. They requested the Dave Clark Five, but said you choose the song because there are so many songs that they did that were phenomenal. The Dave Clark Five were like second in command to the Beatles. The Beatles were the number one group from about 64 to 66. Dave Clark Five was probably in the United States the second most favorite group. They had just a tremendous amount of hits, a tremendous amount of albums, and they were fighting back and forth for the number one position with the Beatles. The Dave Clark Five appeared on the Ed Sullivan Show in March of 1964, a month after the Beatles were on the Ed Sullivan Show. When it comes to songs by the Dave Clark Five, I vaguely remember the Beatles on Ed Sullivan. I mean, I can remember a little bit, especially since you see a lot of pictures of that first performance and a lot of video on that first performance. But the Dave Clark Five, I do remember vividly. They came out, and when they did bits and pieces, they would stomp their feet during the drum section on the stage, and especially with their heels. They had high heel boots on. So that always stuck in my mind. So every time I hear bits and pieces, be it on the radio or on my turntable or wherever, as soon as it comes to that drum part, I'm thinking, I'm moving my feet up and down like I'm stamping on the ground because that's what I remember. So we're going to cover bits and pieces. This is the video is the song, the album version of the song, but it shows as if it's live, and you'll see where they're stamping their feet on the ground. That's kind of why I chose this video. The other thing is I do own all of the Dave Clark Five albums, all the United States Dave Clark Five albums in both mono and stereo, and I play them often. Just a phenomenal group. Just so many great songs that they put out. Like I said, it was very tough for me to find one, so I chose bits and pieces. So with that said, let's listen to and watch Bits and Pieces by the DC5. Okay, did you catch that? Did you see their feet? They're like stamping on the ground. That is so cool. Every time that I've seen them do this song, they do that. That's pretty cool. Also, Dave Clark is the drummer. He writes most of the songs and he produces them, and he pretty much owns everything that's DC5 today. So if something gets released, it has to have his full approval to have that come out on some sort of format, digital, CD, or vinyl. And then Michael Smith is the keyboard player. He's the lead singer. He sings most of the songs, and he passed away in 2006, unfortunately. So he's no longer with us, but he is in heaven, reminiscing to all the other people in heaven, all the great stories about the DC5. So I'm going to go back and see if we can catch those feet again. There you go. Yeah. Not a very long song, but a great rocker. I mean, it just drives from the moment it starts to the moment it ends. Um, what's interesting too is they were so much different actually than the Beatles. You know, Beatles were very much a guitar driven group with a lot of harmony, while the DC5 were more of a keyboard saxophone driven group, and it was unique for a group to have a saxophone. That was really one of the driving forces of the group, and they were not so much harmony driven. They were more, you know, the single vocal style group. Um, Great song. Love bits and pieces. It's a classic that I think will go down in history as one of the great rock songs of all time. So I hope you enjoyed seeing the DC5 do bits and pieces. I hope the person who requested it is happy with the choice that I made for them to hear the Dave Clark 5. So with that said, I'm going to take off from this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please push the like below. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe so that you can get updates on my new videos as they come out, or take a look at my old videos. And if you have any comments about the DC5, memories about the DC5, I mean, they were around for quite a while. Most of the 1960s, they were around putting out singles. Leave some comments below. I'd really appreciate that as well. So I'm going to take off. See you later. Hope you're having a great day. Smile, because when you smile, everybody else smiles. So see you later, and peace out.